Imagine a cold, damp night in the northeast of England. The lights of St. James Park shine brightly, reflecting off the wet streets of Newcastle, while the pubs are packed and conversations constantly revolve around the same question: what's coming next? This isn't just another week of preseason. It's not just the nerves of knowing the Premier League is about to kick off. It's something bigger, something that stirs the soul of every fan wearing black and white. There's a buzz, a persistent rumor, and the feeling that a key piece on the chessboard is about to move. And here's a quick heads up for you watching right now. If you want to stay on top of everything happening behind the scenes at Newcastle, with details, context, and stories that don't make it to mainstream media, subscribe to the channel. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and helps us keep bringing exclusive information like this straight to you, from where it all happens. The rumors started quietly. A stray comment on a fan forum, a mysterious post on Twitter, a specialist journalist dropping only an enigmatic phrase. Newcastle is scouting a big player, literally. And it's not a figure of speech. We're talking about someone who, if they step onto the pitch, will grab the attention of even those sitting in the very last row of the stands. But, as with any good behind-the-scenes story, the information didn't arrive in full right away. First came the hints, the comparisons, the veiled messages. Meanwhile, in the inner corridors of St. James Park, the conversations are cautious. Eddie Howe, ever measured, maintains a public stance that he's satisfied with the squad, but he knows the reality is different. The future of Alexander Isak, the Swedish star who has captured the hearts of the fans, has never been so uncertain. Liverpool is on his trail, ready to open the coffers. And the press is already reporting offers around £110 million. Newcastle firm rejects them, but makes it clear that only an absurd bid, somewhere near £150 million, could change the scenario. Even so, Isak has already shown signs of impatience, missing training and distancing himself from the group. And this is where the real behind-the-scenes movement begins. It's time to reveal the name being discussed so cautiously. Jørgen Strand Larsen, the 1.93 meters Norwegian striker currently playing for Wolverhampton Wanderers. According to information obtained by Givmasport, Newcastle has seriously explored the possibility of signing him this summer. And this isn't a superficial interest. The club has sought references about the player, analyzed his behavior off the pitch, and spoken with people close to him to understand his profile. The feedback, sources say, has been overwhelmingly positive. But before diving into the details about Strand Larsen, let me emphasize one thing, here on the channel. Whenever hot news like this breaks, we bring it to you with context, verification, and trustworthy sources. So, if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe. It's the easiest way to make sure you don't miss a single chapter of this Newcastle saga. Strand Larsen is no unknown name for followers of European football. Physically strong yet technically gifted and intelligent in his movements. He is often compared to Erling Haaland for his style of play and presence in the box. Last season, his performance drew attention, making him an important piece for Wolves. It's no wonder the Millennium Club has no intention of negotiating him away anytime soon. He joined permanently this very transfer window, and the board sees him as a crucial part of their plans to step up in the Premier League. To understand why Strand Larsen has entered Newcastle's radar, we need to look at the current scenario. Isak's departure, if it happens, would leave a huge gap in the attacking sector. And while promising young talents are emerging, none are ready to take on the role of leading striker. In this context, the search for a player who combines physical presence, technical quality, and potential for growth becomes a priority. And the Norwegian fits all these criteria. However, what seems simple in theory is far more complicated in practice. First, there is the natural resistance of Wolves. They know that finding a suitable replacement won't be easy, especially with the season about to start. Second, there's the cost. Sources indicate that any negotiation would start at £60 million, potentially rising depending on conditions. And of course, there's the time factor. With the window about to close, every passing day increases the pressure on all parties involved. Even so, within Newcastle, some see Strand Larsen as a rare opportunity. He isn't just a target man. He can participate in build-up play, has good passing, knows how to hold the ball, and create space for teammates. He's the type of player who could change the way the team attacks, giving Eddie Howe more tactical options. Not surprisingly, some analysts say that even if Isak stays, the Norwegian could still add value to the squad. Sources such as Sky Sports, Shields, Gazette, and Football Insider confirm that internal discussions about the player have indeed taken place. More importantly, Eddie Howe is willing to listen to bold proposals if it strengthens the team for the upcoming competitions. The memory of last season, when Newcastle suffered from a lack of attacking options during crucial periods, is too fresh to ignore. On the other hand, the relationship between the two clubs could play a role. Historically, negotiations between Newcastle and Wolves have never been simple. Both compete directly for Premier League table positions, and transferring an important player to a direct rival isn't a decision taken lightly. Additionally, Wolverhampton expects Strand Larsen's value to rise even further if he performs well in the first half of the season, potentially doubling his price in a future sale. For the fans, the possibility of this signing provokes mixed reactions. Many see the striker as the ideal solution for the attacking sector, especially if Isak truly leaves. Others, however, question whether such a high investment would be prudent, considering other areas of the squad also need reinforcement. The Premier League is a marathon, not a 100-meter sprint, and building a balanced team is as important as having a star striker. But, whatever the outcome, the mere fact that Strand Larsen's name is being discussed behind the scenes is a sign that Newcastle has no intention of standing still. The ambition is clear, and the pursuit of high-profile signings indicates that the club is ready to fight at the top once again. So, fans, what do you think about this potential signing? Is it worth investing heavily to bring Strand Larsen to St. James Park, or should the club look at other alternatives? Leave your opinion in the comments, and of course subscribe to the channel to follow every step of this story. The saga is just beginning, and you won't want to miss the next chapter.